Hello everyone, I'm the old guy and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pharaoh. This is episode 19 and we are going to restart this mission and take a look at the mission dialogue.
O mighty Pharaoh, beloved of Ra, how fortunate you must feel. Your unprecedented rise to the throne of Egypt is the stuff of dreams. A richer reward could not be fashioned by gods or people. With your family's ascension, Egypt can make a new start, and perhaps we can all forget the horrors of the Civil War. To mark this new beginning, you should build a fine new capital. Itjtawy, with its abundant natural resources, is a perfect location. Using what the land has to offer, you can build a splendid city worthy of your dynasty's valor and dedication. To ensure the feats of your great dynasty are always remembered, you should build 2 majestic brick pyramids for yourself and your family, and a frightening sphinx to guard your tomb. A family with your achievements deserves no less. Keep in mind, though, that some in the country question the legitimacy of your rule. Many are still suffering the effects of the famine and grumble that you usurped the throne. If you relieve these people's misery and help them build their homes, you will certainly win their undying loyalty. You should try to provide for your new subjects as well as you can to prevent these unfortunate people from taking up arms against you.
Alright, we're going to play on very hard difficulty again. We're going to need a population of 7,500, 6 stately manors, a culture rating of 60, a prosperity rating of 60, a monument rating of 33, and a kingdom rating of 85. Itjtawy. A new kingdom is founded. Let's take a look. Let's slow the game down here. Perfect. And let's go over what we have available for this mission. For farms, we have grains, lettuce, pomegranates, and flax. We also have the water lift, irrigation ditch, cattle ranch, and work camp. For raw materials, we have the clay pit, limestone quarry, and reed gatherers. We also have potters, brewers, weavers, papyrus makers, brickwork, shipwright, and construction guilds. We have the Carpenters Guild, Stonemasons Guild, and Bricklayers Guild this time. We have the granary, bazaar, storage yard, and dock. Booth, bandstand, pavilion, senate house, juggler school, conservatory, and dance school. For the shrines and temples, we have Osiris, Ptah, Seth, and Bast as the gods to please. The temple complex belongs to Bast this time. Monuments, we need a medium mud brick pyramid. We also need a small mud brick pyramid. And we need a sphinx. And we have the festival square. Scribble school, library, well, water supply, dentist, apothecary, physician, mortuary, firehouse, architect's post, police station, tax collector, courthouse, city palace, dynasty mansion, roadblock, water crossings, we have the bridge, and ferry landings. And for beautification, we have gardens, plaza, small, medium, and large statues. There is a military tab, defensive structures, walls, towers, and gatehouses, recruiter, forts, we have infantry and archers, and we have the academy, weaponsmith, warship wharf, and transport wharf. Let's take a look at the map. This map is very large. It is very large. We have a large river, the Nile, going up the middle here. We do have a floodplain right here and a floodplain right here, and we have some reeds here. The rest of this is what looks like open fields, which is, we haven't seen that before, this much fields in the place. We also have these small meadows growing around here. Very cool. Another meadow down here. My first task here is I think I'm going to build a housing block down here. I'm going to build a port probably here with a bridge crossing onto here and have this as sort of our stockpiling for trade, and then a ferry crossing across here. Let's take a look at what we can trade here. We can trade beer. I don't see any barley in the mix over there. We can trade lettuce, but I don't think lettuce is very profitable. Well, that's not very good. Menekufu, they can buy our limestone anyways. But is there anything else? Buhen here can buy wood, granite, and copper. We don't have any of that. And we have Dakla Oasis, which can... Oh, we got papyrus here. Papyrus might be what we want to do. We're going to open up trade with Dakla Oasis here. And we're going to start trading some papyrus. Let's go back. So I'm going to set up some papyrus area right here. And I'm going to be trading on this side, I think. I want to keep most of my stuff on this side of the map, since this map is so large and the migrant caravan is right here. I don't want them to cross over as well. That would take too long. So I'm going to start setting this up, and I'm going to bring you right back. All right, I'm back, and here is my first housing block set up. And I've got a nice port here with some protections as well. We do have the apothecary in here this round as well, because we have the reeds here. We will have malaria strike. And then we have the reed gatherers here and the papyrus makers here. I have a ferry crossing over here. I'm going to have to put some stuff over here. And we have the papyrus, or the reeds right here. So these guys are going to travel up there. I want to keep this tight. And I'd rather have them walking with the raw materials rather than walking around with papyrus. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit. I'm going to get this populated and see if this idea works. And I'll bring you right back. Alright, this looks like it is going very well. I do have some papyrus here, or some reeds and some papyrus right here. I have set up a few protections over here, and these guys are gathering stuff. I've also started setting up some pottery right here, and we have some clay pits down here. So this is an area for clay pits, or for clay, and we have another one right here for pottery. I have linked this together, but I'm not exactly sure about this link. You have to be very careful about joining these bits together. I'm going to let this run for a little while. We are in debt, and I'll bring it back once we are out of debt. Alright, I'm back, and we're still almost 1,000 in the hole here. I've set up some grain farms. I like these farms because they give grain year-round, while the floodplains are only once a year. Although the fertility rate here is not very good, I have got this going on. Irrigation ditch, now it's up to 47%, so it's not that good. I have a place here for straw. Straw is going to be very important because we have to make our own bricks for the pyramid. And we have a request for 900 meat here. We do not have any meat. And we have, compliance now for 700 pottery. Let's give them the pottery. For the meat, we're going to be using the straw for the meat. And I think I'm going to set up some ranches over here, along here. I'm going to let this run for a while and see if I can get out of debt and populate this area to see if we can start getting some straw to feed our cows. And I'll bring it back. And we have another one here for 200 meat. This is the challenge in the beginning of this, is to meet these. So my next goal is to start getting some meat here. Alright, I have a couple of ranches here. We have a new trade route available because we've given the 700 pieces of pottery to Waset. Waset is now open. Let's take a look at Waset. It's right here. They don't buy anything. They sell some stuff here. This may come in handy in a little bit. We'll leave them alone for now. We are out of debt though. We do have some straw. I think I'm going to expand the farm here. We do have a couple pieces of meat. 200. Let's take a look at this. We have that. Let's give them that. At least we got one. And we'll see if we can make that one. Hopefully you don't take too much of a debt hit. Let's take a look at that. We have 32 kingdoms standing here. And right now I have industry as number 1. I want to get this pumped up and get it underway before... Hopefully nothing catches fire. I'm going to let this run for a little while and see if it balances out, get it stabilized, and I'll bring you back. All right, I'm back, and we've got another couple ranches here. We do have 3 pieces of meat. Let's check this out. Yeah, we still need 600 more. Everything looks pretty good over here. We got some pottery being built up, some clay, and we have papyrus happening here. I do want to change... Oh, we're looking for a gift for 109 gold here. We'll accept that. Perfect. Let's take a look at this. I'm thinking we're going to need to flip into infrastructure here and see if we can raise this up. I'm going to let this run. I don't want anything to burn down and see what we can do. We are in the plus here. I'm going to let this stabilize for a little bit more, and I'll bring you back when something changes. All right, I'm back, and I've set up a granary area. I'm going to build another housing block right here. So I'm getting ready for our food distribution area here. I'm going to put another granary over here probably. And we have some grain coming in now. So we're going to start stockpiling that. I also put some bazaars down here. So this is going to start to level up. We need some population badly. We are hurting. I turned all of this off to try to even it out, but we're going to run into problems here. I think the next step is to start expanding the people. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to bring you back, and we're in debt. All right, I'm back, and I've built an area for bricks. I got the brick makers and some more clay pits. We have straw being delivered over here, and we have the bricks going over here. We do probably need to expand on this. And I've put in some housing over here to help our population out. We are still really short. I plan on getting rid of this stuff here pretty soon, and we'll go from there. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to let this run and see if I can get out of debt. Hopefully the papyrus makers will do that for us, and I'll bring it back once I'm out of debt. All right, I'm back, and I got a small operation for limestone here. I think we have a request for 6 limestone blocks. We are making the bricks now. We have 200 bricks in the storage yard. We're looking pretty good on that. Hopefully we're going to be able to catch this. There is a lot of demands coming in from the other cities. I want to try to please most of them, if not all of them. I'm still a little bit in the hole here. And we have 6 months to complete the 6 blocks. We are starting to do that. I'm going to let this run, see if I can get out of debt, and I'll bring you back when something changes. All right, we have a bunch of bricks going on there. We still do not have enough, but it's getting up. We have 10 months to do it. We need 400 more bricks. I think we're going to be able to do it. We did give out the limestone blocks. We did make it. We are doing these quite quickly. This is going to max out. I'm going to try to start trading those pretty soon. We have a food problem, it looks like, here. And our city standing climbs because we gave the 6 blocks of limestone. We're doing pretty good on that front. This is looking pretty good here. And this is working out. Although we're running out, I'm going to have to build some bridges to get into this little spot here. It doesn't look like they can walk in here. So I'll do that as well. Max it out. I think the next thing we have to do is start looking at food. We do not have nearly enough food, and we still need a lot more people here. So I'm going to work on that, and I'll bring you back. All right, I'm back, and I got some more wheat here and some lettuce. We have a full thing of meat here, a full thing of grain ready to trade. We're piling up on, we got some contaminated water, piling up on bricks, and we've got limestone ready to go. I did some beautification on here to help level this up. I'm going to have to do some more beautification. Hopefully this is going to help out our population. We are still getting there, but still short. We need way more. This is in full swing. This is making us a lot of money. We're looking pretty good. I'm going to get out of debt, and then we're going to make our next move. I'll bring you right back. Oh, compliance is now available for the 1300. Let's give that out. We are making the requests, so this is good. Our kingdom standing right now is at 33. It doesn't move up much. We have been going back and forth into debt, so this is not too bad. We're looking pretty good for now. Also, I've noticed we have a whole slew of this we're going to have to work on as well. That's quite a bit of stuff that we need to put in the pyramids. I will worry about this a little bit later. I'm going to let this run and see if I can get out of debt, and I'll be back. Alright, we got quite a bit of money over here. Things are happening. People are moving in. And we got another gift for 320 gold here. Let's take that. And what do we have? 36 kingdom rating. Not too bad. We are over 100 people still short here. This needs to improve. I'm thinking the next thing is we really need to start expanding. And I want to get rid of these houses in the middle here. Anyways, I'm going to start building on that. And I'll bring you back. All right, here is our second housing block. We are almost 600 in the hole. We are meeting everybody's goals. We still have a food problem, and there's a landslide, so we're not going to be able to trade as much this round. Got a harvest coming in here. Everything is looking pretty good. I'm going to let this populate for a little while, and we'll see how it goes. All right, I put in a bunch of religion in here because the gods were getting awfully upset with us. Let's take a look at them. They're looking pretty good right now, but it's put us quite a ways in the hole. We have some people leaving as well. Let's take a look at our population. We are 8%, and I did remove all of these houses in the middle to give room for other things. So we're looking pretty good on that. We have a full stockpile of pottery and clay. This is still making us a bunch of money. We're doing all right. Food is a serious problem. We have the bricks here as well. Food is a problem. So I'm going to have to take a look at that. We have some plague here. No problem. I got the physicians here already. So I'm going to let this run, see if we can get out of debt, and I'll see where it takes us here. Alright, I've set up a ferry crossing up here by the bricks because I want to expand the brick operation. We need some more straw. We're going to get that going. And I don't want this populated so merchants can go back and forth. And over here, I want to start setting up the pyramid. That's what I'm gearing up for. That's what this is all here for. We are in debt again. I'm going to let this run, see if we can get out of debt, and see if we can get the pyramid started. Alright, we are still in the hole. Although I have added some flax farms here and some linen. I want to start trading linen. We have a place for flax and a place for linen. And here's two linen creators here. So we got that added on. And I've put some more grain fields out here. And a place here for straw. Hopefully that's going to do it. And I'm going to start setting up some brick makers over here and the monument being constructed over here. We are in the hole though. Let's take a look at our kingdom standing is down to 26. We keep plunging it down. Requests here. Yeah, we need 1,500 linen is why I got started the linen production down here. So hopefully this is going to pay out and we can catch that. We have some food. And I have put in the city palace. And to help with some of the money, I've got some tax collectors here as well. So hopefully this is going to do it. I also have my personal mansion here so we can start paying the Pharaoh and raising our kingdom standing. So hopefully that's going to happen and we get this under control. But right now we got to get rid of this debt. All right, we started building the pyramid here. And I have expanded the brick making area. We have a place for bricks right here. We have 3 brick makers and 3 more clay pits. And I've put in some more shrines and stuff here to keep the gods happy. We have got all the construction guilds we need over here working. And I think right here we're going to put in wood as well. And we have some bricks here as well. We do have one problem, however, is they're going to be dragging a limestone from here, which is okay. It's quite a distance, though. I'm going to try to get a limestone quarry closer, probably right here. It's still quite a ways, but this stuff can run in the background. And I've set up the bridges here so that they can, oh, contaminated water, so they can get this little spot here. So we're in full swing. We are out of debt. We're looking pretty good here. I have got some linen going on as well. We're looking all right. We got the food here is looking pretty stable, and these guys are looking all right. We're going to have to do some beautification here. I'm going to let this run for a little while and stabilize, and we'll see how it goes. All right, I set up a little area, and we have a debt anniversary right now. Let's take a look at this. We're down to 4%. Can we send a gift here? It's been 30. No, we have not been able to send a gift yet. We're dangerously close to going bankrupt, but I have set up a few entertainment here, and we've got some pavilions up here. I'm going to put some booths down here still. And we're going to get this sorted out. Hopefully this is going to give us the population that we need. We are short almost 100 people. So hopefully that'll work out. Let's take a look at the pyramid over here. The base is almost there. We're going to get a stockpile of bricks here. We've got some wood here. We're ready to go. We got some bricks over here as well. But we're running out of straw, it looks like now. So this is a balancing act about all the things that we need. And some of this stuff is getting stuck here, so it's not that great tuned. We're struggling a little bit here. We do have a lot of papyrus. So we're going to let this run. I'm going to see if we can get out of debt. Hopefully we can get out of debt before we take another debt hit. And I'll be back. Alright, I set up some stone mines over here so they don't have to drag it so far. And a place to put it right here to help maybe try to speed this up. It's coming along pretty good. This little setup here seems to be working well. We'll put the small pyramid here and then the Sphinx right over here. That's looking pretty good. We do have these bricks here, and you can see that they're dragging bricks over. I might have tried to expand this, and I've got set up for a third housing block. I'm going to try to move these, destroy this so we can set up some housing here without getting too bad. Food's looking all right for now. We're going to need more. And I'm going to need to do some beautification down here. I'm going to let this run and see if we can get out of debt. And I'll bring you back when something changes. Alright, I did some beautification here. I've covered this whole thing in plazas. And I put in the booths down here. So these should start leveling up here. And they look like they are. What do we need next here is beer. So beer is next. I think I'm going to build the beer right in this area right here and see if that works out. We're going to have to order in some barley. We cannot make barley ourselves. Yeah, no barley here. So we're going to have to start trading barley. Who sells barley here? Here we go. They sell barley. We're going to probably open up trade with Boohen. Start buying some barley from them. They are an open water trade port. So that is going to be coming from over here. Is there any place else that we can get barley from? Here we go. This one's better. A land trading route. We're going to open up with this oasis here. That is better than Boohen. If we can keep everything land trading, that'd be fantastic. We have over 3,000 gold. That's pretty good. I'm going to start to build the area here for beer production, and I'll be back. All right, I have an area here for barley, which is being delivered, and we have an area here for beer, and I've got a bunch of breweries happening right here, and one down here. This hopefully should do it. We may have to expand this later. Our linen seems to be holding out. Our food seems to be doing okay. We have a lot of flax there. Our pottery seems to be doing okay. And we've got a big load of papyrus here. We're going to sell a bunch right now. And we're making some good money here. So we're looking up. We're looking pretty good. Let's take a look at our pyramid situation. It is growing. We're doing all right. I think we're well on our way. Oh, the palace has been robbed. And taxes is too high. Let's take a look. Taxes at 10. We're going to drop this down. Let's go to 5 here. See how that does. I'm going to let this run and stabilize here. Yeah, we need some people over here. It's a problem. But we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. I'm going to let this run and see if we can get our population back that ran away because my taxes was too high. And we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm back. And we've got some houses leveling up here now that we have some beer happening. And we have our pottery going on. This is looking up. We need population here big time. We are almost 100 short still. We're going to have to fix that. Take a look at my... Yeah, I dropped the taxes to 3%. They were still unhappy after the last time I dropped it. So we're looking all right. Let's take a look at the kingdom standings at 22. I have been giving gifts to the Pharaoh. Send a gift at 26 months. Let's send one right now. We're at 32. Perfect. So we're looking up. We're looking pretty good. All right. I threw in some courthouses here. I decided that I was going to try to level these houses up before building this block. So I threw some courthouses in here. We're going to need to put in the scribble school right here. I got one. Scribble school. And I don't have the mortuaries in yet. So we're going to have to do the mortuaries. But this should help them out. I don't want to really level up past this, so we're looking pretty good. We are at the 4,000 mark for people, and we're making some good money. I'm going to see how this works out. Let's take a look at our population here. It is still short, though. We're still short. All right, I set up the third housing block. I've put another granary in here. So that gives us 3 granaries, although food is a big problem. So what I've done is I've expanded a little bit over here, 2 more farms, and up here I've put in a bunch of pomegranate farms here. So we've got a bunch of pomegranates happening here. We've expanded a little bit over here. Hopefully that's going to give us the food that we need. We're doing pretty good. I have also added some clay pits over here to help with the pottery. I think that once this really starts taking off our population, we're going to run out of pottery as well. So we're going to keep an eye out on that. Beer seems to be holding out pretty good. We're doing all right on that front. So things are looking good here. I'm going to let this run. We are in debt, and we'll see what happens when I get out. I'll bring you back soon. All right, you can see we're having a few housing problems over here and here. And the reason is that I have been trying to fill out the burial provisions. I've given the grain, pottery, beer, and we haven't got any luxury goods in the city yet. And I've been kind of wanting to feed the papyrus as well, which we're going to do pretty soon. Hopefully that's going to happen. Our pyramid is taking shape here quite nicely. It's almost done. So we're looking all right on that front. Hopefully we're going to have enough here. We still looks like we have some food issues. We are out of food completely at the moment. And this is leveling up a little bit here as well. Let's take a look. We are really short people now. Really short. So I'm going to let this try to stabilize and see if I can get out of debt and get these burial provisions taken care of, and I'll bring you back. There's the temple finished. We're going to start the small temple right here. Let's take a look at our standing. It's at 42. And we are still 100 people short. That's a big problem. And we still have to do the luxury goods and the papyrus here. So we got a lot of work to get going here. I'm going to start building this next pyramid, and we'll see how that goes. All right, I set up the pyramid here. This one should be a lot easier to deal with than this one. That's all done. We still have some burial provisions to take a look at. And I've also set up a bunch of farms here, some lettuce farms. I'm going to have to finish this off. We don't have any workers here yet to do that. Hopefully we're going to be able to do that. I'm going to extend it over here because food is our #1 problem. It's our #1 problem across the board here. So I'm going to work on that. And I think we're going to have a religious problem here pretty soon. Yes, the gods are getting displeased here. I'm going to fix the gods and see how, and get the get these farms going properly, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and we built the temple complex to Bast here. Yeah, temple complex to Bast. I also built a few temples down here to help with that. We are in debt. I have the food for this going, and I've expanded food over here a little bit as well. Our small temple is taking shape. Hopefully this is going to pan out for us. Food looks like it's starting to stable, although we are getting people still leaving. And beer looks like it might be getting a little bit low, and we may end up with a pottery situation, but let's hope the food is going to stabilize here. I'm going to let this run, get some money, and I'll bring you back when something changes. Alright, this seems to be stabilizing here right now. Oh, I've made some mistakes here. Let's get rid of this. This seems to be doing alright now, and food seems to be getting better. We have food in each one of these now, it looks like, except for this one. So that's doing all right. Beer seems to be holding on. We may have a pottery problem here. We're out of clay as well, so we may have to add some potters here. This is all working, and our small pyramid is taking shape. But right now, I want to work on this area here. I'm setting up an area for the fancy houses here, the stately manors. We need 6 of them. And we have going to be 6 houses right here. And I'm going to have this all separate to themselves. So I've cut off the road here, so these farms are only supplying this. And hopefully that doesn't put us in a food shortage. Hopefully with this temple, it's giving us a blessing. We'll see how it works out. That's what I'm gambling on right now. We are over 6,000 population, and this looks like it's going to be pretty good. But right now, I want to work on this and see if we can get those 6 stately manors. And let's take a look at the burial provisions here. We still have to finish this as well. So we're working on that. And our small pyramid is coming along pretty good. That's almost done. So I'm going to let this run, get out of debt, and continue building on here, and I'll bring it back when something changes. Alright, I threw in some houses in the middle of all of these places, and our brick pyramid is finished. The small one here is now done. Hopefully, yeah, we have plummeted our supplies here, and I think it's because we are running out of pottery or beer, one of the two. So hopefully this is going to push us into the 7,500 mark. Let's take a look at the area here. We have, what is it here? We have spacious residences at the moment now. I've had some entertainment in here and an entertainment over here. I did destroy the breweries here. I'm just bringing in beer from down there. And I threw in a place here for food storage, so that doesn't run out. We have papyrus in here, but I still don't have any luxury goods coming in. We're going to need to get that going as well. So these are hopefully going to start leveling up. I did some beautification around here as well. Let's take a look here. We are at fancy residences now. So hopefully this is going to work out for us. We're going to let this run. We are in debt at the moment. I haven't started the Sphinx yet either, so we're going to have to get that going. We're looking pretty good. It's a tense time right now. We are out of debt. I'm wondering, we're going to have to watch these houses. We're in debt again. Yeah, we're going to have to watch these houses because we are trying to get up to the 7,500. We need 1,000 more people, and we got to get this area going here. So I'll bring it back once I'm out of debt. All right, I'm back, and now we are at Spacious Manners. So we need stately manners. We're almost there. We have the population now. This has done pretty good. It is a little bit unstable, although we are there. Food is holding out quite nicely. Beer is a problem, and so is pottery, is why I think it's unstable. We have a landslide. We do have money, and I have started the Sphinx here as well. Let's take a look. we still have not done anything in the luxury goods or papyrus yet. Papyrus is we're making too much money. So that is where it sits right now. Spacious Manor. What do they need here? Access to a library. So I'm going to put the library and stuff in here and we'll see how it goes. All right, it looks like we have our stately manors now, and to get there I needed to put in a third temple to another god, the Senate House, and 2 libraries here. And now we are all there. I have opened up trade for the luxury goods, and I have paid off most of the burial provisions. We just need 100 more luxury goods. Those are coming. Also, the Sphinx here is also done, so our monuments are finished. Let's take a look at our standings. We have 61, 33, although we are not done. We're still missing 100 of those burial provisions, so we'll get that. Prosperity 92, we're making tons of money. And right now it's jugglers, and I think the reason is because we don't have enough people here. So once we get that sorted out, I think that will correct itself. We have more than enough population, and we have our 6 manors. So we're looking pretty good. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, some of this stuff is unstable, and I put some boosts in here. Yeah, because we don't have all the people working, I don't think is the main reason why this is happening. So I'm going to let this stabilize. Hopefully we're going to be all right. We have 14,000 gold. We're looking pretty good here. So I'm going to let this run and see if we can stabilize it and bring us closer to our goal, and I'll bring you back. All right, we are still at the stately manor. We have 16, almost 17,000 gold. We are rocking on that front. We have 74 kingdom rating. We have 33. I did finish off the burial provisions here are completely done now. We have 100% prosperity rating. We have 70% culture. We have the population, and we have the stately manors. We're looking pretty good. I think if we give them a gift here, let's dispatch a gift. We are 1 short. Let's see if we can just send them a bunch of this stuff. And let's cancel that. What are we at here? We're at 86. We're at that point right now. Let's give the rest of this to the city. And there is our victory for today. We're going to take a look at my score. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you soon.
Through your unselfish dedication to providing for your people, Egypt now accepts you as the rightful Pharaoh and looks to your dynasty to produce equally benevolent and resourceful heirs.